I'm Andrew Adams. I'm a Michigan State super senior, I guess. I live in a house venue called Hariet Brown, and I play in a band called Wayne Zielinski.
Do something you know how to do, man. It's gonna sound bad.
I started playing guitar summer after freshman year of high school. I started playing with friends, and I think that has been where almost all of my growth as a musician has taken place. The band I'm in right now is called Wayne Zielinski, and 3 of us live at the Hariet Brown, and we all are Michigan State students. We've had like features with the Michigan State radio station, The Impact, and so that was really cool to get us like spread more through the Michigan State community. Wayne Zielinski having kind of like the home venue of Hariet Brown, I think that's like a pretty unique thing. We found this house and picked it because it had a garage detached. We had plans of throwing shows and doing practices and stuff. The first show at Hariet Brown was in September 2011. And we were like, wow, we're having a show. I guess we need like a venue name. So we were sitting in the kitchen and we said, oh, there's a phone book. And we opened the phone book and said, okay, there. The Hariet Brown is the building right behind us. Besides that, it is the house that I live in, and it is a house venue. I guess like people started hearing about it because we like did a couple more, and then we started getting like bigger bands and more variety of bands. And then we got hooked up with fusion shows. Early on, we were contacting bands like desperately, please come play at our house. And since then, Hariet Brown has become a place that everybody tells their friends to like try and book a show at. So like out-of-town bands will contact us all the time about getting shows here. The community's just been like growing and growing. I would say the majority of the people who come here are students at Michigan State, but definitely not all of them. Hosting shows is really hectic, but I try to talk to people. If I like see somebody I don't recognize at all, or like a little crew of people I don't know, I want to like figure out like where the heck they came from and like who they are. It's always cool to just see like new faces every time. I think Hariet Brown's developed a reputation. Like I've had people talk to me about shows at Hariet Brown without realizing that I lived there and like put together the show. I think house shows have a lot different potential than venue shows, because there's something like special about bands playing on the same level as the people in the audience. When like a local band is playing, like all their friends are like in the front yelling all the words back to them, and it's sometimes it might be hard to see and like it's like muggy and hot, but it's just like it's a different kind of thing. Hariet Brown has kind of become like a little hub for a lot of different communities. We have a lot of like emo, indie rock, stuff like that, shows that happen here, but then also like folk bands play here sometimes, and it's kind of this like separate world. Since they're all sort of aware of this space, it unifies the Lansing art community sort of. It's just really cool to have a place where you can put on a show without having to go through anybody else. I guess that's what running a venue is, but that's something that none of us have really had access to before. And so if we need a show, or if we want a show, we can just do all the work and set it up all of ourselves. And it can be exactly what we want it to be.